Hello everybody, welcome back to Code Arena. So today we're gonna make this review section with HTML and CSS. So basically this will help to improve our HTML and CSS skills and make them more better. So let's get started. First I will open VS Code and I've made two files, index.html and styles.css. So first I will make a boilerplate with HTML by hitting the exclamation mark, and after that I will give the title to just review. Okay, and then I will link to styles.css, and now we will go live. Okay, so this is the real one and we will recreate this. Okay, so let's study that what are the things which are required in it. So basically we are having this body, and inside this body we are having this rectangular shaped container, and inside it we are having a heading, and now the main thing, which is these small boxes. If we hover to this, and we are having this emoji and this text, and we are having these three. Okay, I will make it more easier for you. So let's start. We have seen that we are having a container. Okay, so we will make a div and we will name it container. Okay, now inside this container we are having a heading. So first we will make the headings div. Now we are having this small box wrap, so we will make one more div and we will name it box wrap. Okay, now inside this box wrap we are having one emoji and a word. Okay, any word. So first I will make a div of emoji, and let's have some emojis. So first we are having this best one emoji. Inside this box wrap we are having a word, so we'll make the div and we will set it for text. So let's write it for best. So this is the best. If anyone wants to review that this is the best one, so they can click here. Okay, so let's save this and see the result. Okay, we are having this small thing. Now we will go to styles.css, and first we will set the body. We will just style the body like linear gradient, and then inside this body I will set the background color to first linear gradient, and first we will go with to left bottom. So all the gradient is coming from the left bottom. So to left bottom, let's do it light blue and pink. I love this combination. So let's see the result. We are having this separation. Now when we do this min height, so this is the minimum height, 100 VH. Okay, so now we are perfectly done, and now we will make this all things in center. So before going to that, I will set the heading to review. Okay, let's save this, and so now we will target the container. Okay, container, and inside this container we are having a rectangular shape. Okay, so we will set the width to, let's say, 250 pixels, and height is small, so I think it should be 160 pixels. Let's see. Okay, we need to set, now we will set the background color. So let's set the background color to light gray. Save this. Okay, we are having a nice one. Now we need to center this, so we will do display flex and justify content. So basically all the things would be in center. Aligned items would be also centers. Okay, so basically display flex means like first let's say I have done display flex, so it will be in a line as it was, but if I do justify content then it will come here. Now if I do aligned items would be center, so it will come in the middle of the body. So let's say if I remove this minimum height, then it will not come into the center. Okay, so let's remove this. Okay, now let's see what is more in this. So basically we are having this box shadow, so let's do this. So we will do box shadow. So 0 for the x-axis, and let's say 2 pixels for the y-axis, and 15 pixels for the blur, and we will do this black color. Let's see what's the result. I think it's okay. Now what is more, so we are having this border radius. So let's do border radius would be 5 pixels, or let's say 15 pixels would work. Let's see the result. Okay, it's good. Okay, I think it's looking somewhere small, so we will increase the width and height. Let's do for 300 pixels width and 200 pixels height. I think we should decrease, let's say 190 pixels. I think now it's looking perfect. So now we will target the heading. Let's target. Okay, so first we will increase the font size to 40 pixels. Let's save this. Okay, now we will set the font family set for monospace. It will look more creative. Okay, it's same. Now I think the font weight should be bold, so it should look more attractive. Okay, now we will set the color to, let's say, dark green, because in that one we are having dark green. Okay, now we will set the text align to be center. Okay, and I think that in this container we can have the padding for, let's say, 40 pixels, or we can have for 20 pixels. Now it's looking nice. From the padding top we can have, let's say, 4 pixels. Okay, it's good. Now we need to increase the border radius, so it should be 20 pixels. Now it's looking perfect. Okay, now from the margin top we can do 10 pixels. Nice, but I think we should increase the border radius and the box shadow. Let's increase the border radius to 40 pixels and box shadow, the blur would be 30 pixels, I think so. Check this. I think we should decrease the border radius to 30 pixels. Okay, we are perfectly done. Okay, after the heading, it's time for the emoji and the text. So I will target the emoji, and let's increase the font size to 25 pixels. Now we will target the text, and we will set the font size to the same 25 pixels, and the color would be black, or I think we should change the color to the dark brown, and let's save this. It's nice. Now we will change the font family, would be monospace. Let's save this. Good. I think we should decrease some font size to 22 pixels. Let's see. Nice. So we are done with it. I think we should add the cursor pointer to this, so this will be pointed. Okay, now let's quickly set the text align to center, and this will be the same. Text align would be in center. Let's save this. We are perfectly done. Now we need to do with the box wrap. So we will do, and now we will set the width to 50 pixels. Height would be also same 50 pixels, and the border radius would be 5 pixels. So after box wrap we will do something great, like box wrap. When the box wrap would be clicked, so it will be hovered, and the background color would be, let's say, light green, or we can just change the shade. Okay, so I think this color would match. Let's save this and see the result. Okay, I think it's similar, mostly similar. So now we need to work for the padding, would be 15 pixels. Let's try this. Okay, good. I think it's nice. Now inside it we are having the box shadow. So let's do this also. In the box wrap we will do box shadow. X-axis would be 0, Y-axis would be 1 pixels, and then the blur would be 20 pixels or 15. I think we should do 20 only. And let's say this color. Save this. Okay, it's nice, but I think we should set this when it will be hovered. Okay, so let's copy this and paste this here. Okay, then we are perfectly done with this. So now we need to add more too, but we will not do the same process again. We will just change the index.html. So first I will copy this box wrap and paste it again here, and in this box wrap I will add the second, and the emoji would be changed, of course. Let's see for the good one. Okay, this one. Let's write here good. Let's save this. Okay, we are having C. We have one more here. Okay, so we will do the same process again. We will just paste it, and for the third one we will add the third to set this. Now for the bad one, this emoji, and let's write here bad. Okay, this is the look. See, now we need to do it in a row, so we will just do position relative to the body. Let's do position relative. First we will just do position absolute to this. From the top we can have, let's say, 230 pixels. So these all things will have some space between the heading. Now we will just target the second one, and from the left side we can have 450 pixels or 400. I think we should increase some size, so 470 pixels would work. Okay, now it's good. Now for the third one, third, now from the left side 550 pixels. Save this, or we can increase some size for 570 pixels. Okay, now I think it's looking pretty good. I think we should increase some pixels from the top, so it could be, let's say, 250 pixels or 245. So I think we should increase some size from the third one. Let's do this. Okay, this is perfect. Okay guys, we are completed with our project, and congratulations if you make it. We are gonna make this huge supermarket with HTML and CSS. So basically this supermarket is for your practice, and you will get more knowledge about HTML and CSS. So let's get started. So first we'll open VS Code, and I have made two files, index.html and styles.css. So first I will make a boilerplate with HTML, and after that we will give the title to supermarket, and secondly we will link to styles.css, and now we will go live. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we will make a div of heading, and inside this div we will write supermarket, and then we will put a emoji. After this thing we will make one more div, name it box1, and inside this box1 we will give one more name to same designs. So basically this same designs will help us to write the code only one time, and the design will be applied in all the boxes. Okay, and now in this div, in this box1, we will make an h1 tag, and inside it we will give a class of same things. So my first product of the supermarket would be chocolate, And after h1 tag, we will make one more div and we will name it price. So obviously if we are selling a chocolate, then there must be a price. Let's say $10. Okay. And after this prize money, we will make one button. And we will give this button a class of same buttons. So I have written here same buttons. Basically this same buttons will help us to design all the buttons if I write code only one time. So I will write here buy. So let's save this and see. So basically we are having a supermarket heading. We will increase the font size. We are having this chocolate thing and we are having the prize money, and after that we are having a basic button. We will style all of these and I will get the result as I've shown it before. First we will target the body and I will write the background color to linear gradient. First I will set the color light blue, and after that I will go with light pink, and after that I will go with light blue again, and after that I will write here to left bottom. So basically all the designs would be coming from the left bottom. Okay, see, we are having like this, but this is the separation. So how to remove it? So first I will write here min height, means minimum height would be 100 VH. Okay, we are perfectly done. Okay guys, I think that the same designs would be changed to same boxes, so it will be more easy for us to understand. So after body tag we will target the heading, and let's set the font size to 50 pixels. Font weight would be bold, and after that we will do text align in center. Okay, so let's see the result. Okay, we are having this. Now we will change the font family. So font family would be, let's say this one, but I will remove these all things. Let's save this and see the result. Okay, we are having a perfect font. If you want to change the font, then you can go to Google Fonts and you can find your own font. Okay, so we are done with the heading. Now we will target the same boxes. Okay, so first we will set the background color to, let's say, light gray. Let's save this. Okay, the chocolate part is fully covered with light gray, and after that we will set the padding to 15 pixels. Let's save this. Okay, I think it's perfect. Now we will do border radius, and let's say 15 pixels, and after that we will do once again text align would be in center, and let's do color for, I think we should do saddle brown, or we should take some color. Let's take this one. Let's save this. Okay, I think it's a perfect color. Now it's turn for the cursor pointer, the box shadow. So basically this box shadow will help the box to be more attractive. Okay, so let's do 0 and 6 pixels and then 10 pixels. So basically the blur, the all blur will come at this point. 10 pixels would be the blur, and I think we should select the white color, or let's select the white smoke color. Let's save this. Let's see. Okay, we are having this perfect look. Okay, so now we will do same boxes hover. Okay, so when I will click to the box, then the result would be like the background color. First I will write light gray color, and first I will find a proper color for that. I think this one would match. Let's save this, and after that I will do box shadow. When I will click to the box, then the shadow would come out. So let's say 1 px, and 50 px would be the blur. Why I'm doing this? Because I want more attraction. So I will do white smoke again, so it will look more attractive. Let's save this. See, I think we should change the color. I have one color, 211, 211, and the same. Let's save this, and I think this would work. Okay, perfect. Now the main thing arrives, which is the text in it. So let's see what is the name of this text. So it is same things. Okay, so we will just target the same things, and after that we will set the font size to, let's say, 35 pixels, and font weight would be, let's say, bold. Let's save this and see the result. Okay, I think it's good. Now we will go with the font family, which is the main thing, and I have one font family which is the impact. Okay, now it's time to do with the text shadow. Okay, so basically the x-axis would be 5 pixels, the y-axis would be also 5 pixels, and the blur will be 2 pixels. Okay, now there is one condition, which is RGBA. This is the red, green, blue alpha. So first I will rub this all, and I will just write this basic 0, 0, 0, and I want the transparency to be 0.2. Okay, so let's save this and see the result. Okay, this is looking so nice. These things are completed. Now the main thing, which is the button, which is to style the buttons. So I will just write same buttons, and inside it I will first let's see the thing. So we are having the basic button, so let's design it. First I will set the font size to, let's say, 20 pixels. Let's save this. Okay, I think we should decrease some size. 18 pixels would work. Okay, perfect. Now we will go with the font weight. Okay, and let's say 700. Let's try this. Okay, I think it's good. Now we will set the cursor pointer, and after that we will go with the padding. Let's say 10 pixels padding. Let's see the result. Okay, now the border radius arrives. Let's say 5 pixels. This is the average one. Okay, I think it's good. Now the background color arrives. So let's go with light green color, and let's see. I think we should go with some basic color, so let's say this one. Okay, we are done. Now we need to set the hover effect for the button to same buttons hover. So first we will set the background color to light green according to my choice. Now we will go for the box shadow, so it will look more attractive. So I have taken here 0, 1 and 2 pixels black. You can take according to you if you like it. Let's see. Okay, I think it's looking good. Okay, then we are perfectly done, but I think that this price would have some designs. Okay, so let's point the price. We will set the font size to 20 pixels. You can set according to your choice. And now we will set the font family. Let's say this one. Okay guys, we are done with our box. So first, in this body we will go with the position relative. So basically this body will be the parent of all the boxes we are going to target them. So first I will target the box 1. Let's see. So first I will set the position absolute. Now we will go with let's see. Okay, we will go with the top, and let's say 70 pixels or 80 pixels. Let's try. Okay, it's perfect. Now from the left side we will do 200 pixels, so it will be an average one. Okay guys, so as you can see, we are ready with our box 1. Now we will just copy this whole div, and we will paste it here. Now we will just change the number box 1 to box 2, and let's say the next product would be cheese. Now the price would be changed. Let's go for $5. Okay, and we are done. Now we will just go to our styles.css and we will target the box 2 for position absolute. Okay, and let's go for the top. We will go for 80 pixels because we want in align, and after that we will go with the left function and let's go for 400 pixels. Let's try this and save this. Okay, I think we should increase some size. Let's go for 475 pixels. Okay, I think now it's looking good. Now we will go to our HTML again. We will copy this and we will paste it again, and we will just change the box number, box 3, and let's change the item. We will name it for, let's say, eggs. Let's search. Okay, so let's set the price money for $7. Let's save this, and first we will do the copy and paste thing in HTML, so it will be good, and then we will go with the box 4 and let's go with ice cream. Okay, we will paste it again, and let's go with the box 5. Let's go with, let's say, cookies. Okay, now let's set the price to $10 again, and now the last box, which is the box 6, the item would be, let's say, popcorn. Okay, now we will change the price to, let's say, $12. Okay, we are done with our HTML. Now we will go to CSS and we will go with box 3 would be position absolute, and from the top we will get again 80 pixels, and then from the left side let's go with 675 pixels. Let's try this. Okay, this is the first, second and third. Okay, I think we should decrease some size. Let's go with 450 pixels. Okay, now it's perfect. Now we will go for the box 4. Would be, first we will do position absolute, and from the top have 300 pixels. Okay, now from the left side we will go with 400 or 200 pixels would be more better. Okay, now it's in the line. Now we will target the box 5, and first we will do position absolute and we will go with the top, let's say 300 pixels, and from the left side let's say 450 pixels. Save this. Okay, this is done. This is perfectly done. Now we will just target the last box, which is the box 6, and we can have position absolute and we will go with the top, and let's do 300 pixels. From the left side we can have 675 pixels because we have already done above. Okay, then we are perfectly done with our supermarket store, but I think that we can decrease the code by doing one thing. See, this position absolute is coming again and again. So what if we shift this position absolute to the same boxes? So it will help us to decrease the code. First I will select the position absolute and I will copy this, and then I will remove all the position absolute and then I will paste it in the same boxes so we can have the short code, and obviously short code is the better code. Okay, we are perfectly done with our supermarket. We are gonna make this huge my social media platforms by just HTML and CSS. No JavaScript is required in it. So if I click to Twitter, then my Twitter will be opened. If I'll click YouTube, my YouTube channel will be open. If I click my blog, so my blog will be open. And if I click buy me a coffee, so my buy me a coffee platform will be opened. This is my blog and this is my buy me a coffee. Okay, so first of all we'll close all of these and let's get started. So first I've made a folder of buttons, and inside it I've made two files, index.html and styles.css. So first we'll make a boilerplate with HTML. First we will give the title to buttons. So basically this video is about buttons and links. So you will learn a lot of HTML and a lot of CSS in this video. So without wasting any time, let's continue. So this is the title, and secondly we will link to styles.css and then we will go live. Okay, now in this body we will add a link to it. Okay, so let's write a tag and we are having the href, and first I want my Twitter to be open, right? So I will paste my Twitter link in it, and inside this a tag I will write a button tag in it, and inside this button tag I will give a class to btn, and after it I will leave a space in it and I will write Twitter in it. So basically this btn will be written in all the buttons, in all 4 buttons, so that all the buttons would be styled in a same way, right? So now inside this button I will just write my Twitter. So this will be the text in it. Okay, this Twitter. Let's save this and see the result. See, we are having a little small button in it. If I will click this, so my Twitter account will be automatically open, but there is a condition. If I will click in it, so this will open in the same tab, but I want it to be open in a new tab. We will just do, after the strings we will write here target underscore blank. Okay, I know it's a weird name, but we need to accept it. Let's do this. So my Twitter account is opening in the other tab. Okay, so we are completely done with our Twitter. Now we will just copy this and we will paste it here, and then I will just remove this. This will be all same, but the Twitter will be closed, and let's see what's next. So we are having YouTube in the next one. Okay, so I will just write here YouTube, and then I will paste my YouTube link. Done. Okay, after pasting the YouTube link, we will write here YouTube. Let's save this. Okay, see, we are having 2 buttons, and this will also open in the new tab. Now we will just paste it again. Let's copy this, and next we are having the blog. So firstly I will close this. Now I will paste my blogs link. Okay, now inside this btn I will write blog. Okay, and now the text would be also blog. Save this and see the result. Okay, we are having 3 buttons. Now I will copy this again and we will paste it in here, and this is the last one. We will just close this, and now we are having buy me a coffee. Now I will paste my buy me a coffee link, and inside this btn I will write here just coffee. Okay, and inside this I will write buy me a coffee. Okay, let's save this. So this will be a long button. Okay, we are having 4 buttons with us. Now it's time to style them, which is the main thing. So firstly we will style the background color, which is, we'll just target the body, and first we will do background to linear gradient, and inside this linear gradient we will write, let's say plum, let's say comma and then thistle and then light blue. So this will be a good gradient which we want. Okay, we are having so much separation in it, so we will just do min height to 100 VH. So basically min height means minimum height. So this will be settled in our whole page. Just see the gradient, how beautiful it is. And now the main thing, which is the heading. We are left with our heading. So first I will do H1 and inside this I will write my social media, and we will just put a small heart in it. So basically this little heart is coming from the Windows plus dot. Okay, let's save this. We are having a little heading, but we will make it huge. Okay, after the min height we will do margin top. Let's do for 50 pixels and then we will save this. Okay, now we will do margin left for, let's say, 500 pixels because we want it in the center. Okay, it's nice. Now the main thing, which is the heading. So let's target H1 and inside it we will do font size because we want a proper font size. So let's say 50 pixels and save this. Okay, let's do 60 pixels. This would be in a nice way. Okay, it's looking so nice. And then the main thing, which is the font family. So I have already found a proper font family for it. So this is the Bungie inline, so you can find it on Google Fonts easily. So basically I love this font and I am using it for the first time. So I will just copy the link and paste it in our head section, and then I will copy the CSS link and I will just paste it in our H1 tag. So let's paste it in here and save this and see the result. See, we are having a perfect match which I want it to be. And then I will set the color. I think we should change some shade for it. So this shade would match. Let's save this. I think it's nice. We are perfectly done with our heading. Now we will set the margin for 0. So basically this heading would also cover the remaining sides, so we don't want that because we want the buttons to be styled also. So now we will style the buttons, which is the BTN here. Let's target the BTN, and inside this BTN first we will set the width for all the buttons. So let's say 500 pixels and okay, I think it's nice. Now we will set the padding for it. Okay, so padding would be 20 pixels because it's the average one. Nice. Now we will do the font weight to be bold. Let's save this. It's nice. We will do border radius to, let's say, 15 pixels. Let's save this. Okay, it's nice. Now we will set the font size, which is the main thing. So let's set for 20 pixels. Okay, it's nice. And then we will do the main thing, which is the background color to be black. Let's save this. Okay, so this is not visible for us, but we will make it visible. Then we will target our first button, which is the Twitter, and then I will set the border for 3 pixels solid for aqua because Twitter is like blue color, but blue color is so dark in it. Okay, we are having a proper border color for it, and then I will add the color for the same, which is aqua. See, we are having this Twitter color. Okay, so I think we will be needing some space between all the buttons, so we can have margin top for 25 pixels would work for margin top. So all the buttons have a space between them. See, this my and all the buttons are in the same line, so we don't want that, right? So we will do margin left for 50 pixels. Let's save this. See, now these all things are in center. After the margin left, we will do the basic thing for attraction. So we will do box shadow for 7 pixels for the x-axis, 7 pixels for the y-axis, and we will do 15 pixels for the blur, and we will do aqua color. Let's save this. So let's see. Okay, we are having a proper and aesthetic look for the buttons. After Twitter, I will target the YouTube, and inside this YouTube I will just copy these 3 things because it is same only, but we will just change the basic color for it. Like YouTube has red color in it, so we will just change the colors for red. Let's save this. See, we are having the aesthetic look again. And after this, I will target our blog, and inside this I will just paste it in again, and blog would be having, let's see what is the color for blog. We are having light green color. Okay, so we will just do light green for it. Paste this and paste this. Let's see. Okay, cool. Now we will target our coffee, and inside it we will just copy this again and we will paste it in here. Let's do this and paste it in here, paste it in here. Let's save this. Okay, we are perfectly done with it. Now the cursor is not pointed, so we will just write here cursor to be pointer, so it will be like this. See. Okay, now let's try it if it is a proper one or not. Let's see. See, the Twitter is opening very quickly, and we are having our YouTube. Make sure to subscribe my YouTube and follow my Twitter. And then we are having my blog, and after that we are having buy me a coffee. So this is my blog. See, you can read my blogs and understand about them. So I've written many things about it. I have written 20 articles and more are coming soon. We are having the buy me a coffee, and that's it, guys. If you make it, then post it on Twitter. My Twitter account is in the description. My blog is also in the description, and this is Code Arena Official. Today we're gonna make this code static design with HTML and CSS. So basically I'm making this kind of videos for your improvement in HTML and CSS and your practice, because practice makes perfect. So this is the code. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm ready with the folder code, and we are having 2 files, index.html and styles.css. So first I will make the boilerplate with HTML, and inside it I will give the title to code, and now we will link to styles.css. Okay, let's save this and let's go live. Okay, now we will make a div rectangle, and inside this div we will write our code. So let's do h1, and I have one code. So this is my favorite code, and let's save this. Okay, we get it. Now we will go to styles.css, and firstly we will target the body, and we will set the background to linear gradient. Firstly I would like to write to left bottom, so all the gradient would come from the left bottom, or you can write to right bottom also. And then we will go with plum, then we will go with pistil, and lastly we will go with white. Let's save this. Okay, we are having the separation. Now we will set the min height, which is the minimum height, so we could have a proper gradient. Okay, we are having this. So here I have done minimum height to 100 VH. Okay, now we will target our rectangle, and after that inside it first I will set the width for, let's say, 70%, and after that I will set the height for, let's say, 200 pixels, and the background color of it would be black. Okay, and now we will set the border radius 15 pixels. Nice. Okay, now let's make the rectangle in center. So first I will do margin top to, let's say, 150 pixels. Nice. Now from the margin left we will do, let's say, margin left for 300 pixels. Okay, nice, it looks nice. I think we should decrease some min height to, let's say, 80 VH. Okay, now it's nice. Okay, now we will target the H1, and inside this first we will set the color to, let's say, pink, or we can just change it a little bit. Okay, let's say this one. Let's save this. Nice. Now we need to change the font family. So first we will go with Google Fonts. Let's click to the first link. Okay, now let's click to the fonts. I have one font. Okay guys, I have one font, so if you want to change that font you can just go with your choice. Okay, so I've already selected it, and let's copy the link and we will paste it in our head section. And now we will copy the CSS link and we will paste it in our H1 tag. Let's save this and see the result. Okay, we are having perfect. Now we will go with the width, let's say 80%, or we can have 90%. Okay, now it's looking nice. And now inside this rectangle I will do display flex. Justify content would be also center. So basically display flex means it will be in a row, and justify content would be like it will be in center like this. See, now it's center here, but when I will do align items in center, then it will be centered in the middle of the rectangle. Okay, let's do align items would be also center. Let's save this. Okay, I think that we should decrease some height so that it could be in a level. So let's say 180 pixels. Let's try this. Okay, good. Now from the margin left I think we should also decrease some 200 pixels. Let's save this. Okay, it's looking nice. Now we will do box shadow, which is the main thing for the attraction, for it really looks good when we do box shadow. So first we will do 10 pixels for the x-axis, 10 pixels for the y-axis, and 20 pixels for the blur, and we will do black color. Okay, so it would be in a level, and look at this, how beautiful it is. It's like 3D images. Okay, then we are perfectly done with our project, and congratulations if you make it. Share your achievement on Twitter, and my Twitter account is in description. Basically this is a project of making a donut site, like the front page of donut site with just HTML and CSS. No JavaScript is required in it. We are just making a static page, like for our practice, because practice makes perfect. So let's jump into our project, and I've made two files, index.html and styles.css, and I've already I've already saved my picture donut.png. And if you want to do this, just download any donut picture from Google, and when it's downloaded from the file explorer, just drag and drop here, and it's done. And after that, in index.html, I'm gonna make a boilerplate, and I'm gonna give the title to donut web page. Okay, and after that I'm gonna link to our styles.css, which is the main part, because you need to style the page. Okay, and after that what we're gonna do is, first we'll study that how it looks like. So first we have this big heading, so yeah, let's make a h1 tag. So I'm gonna make h1, and inside this I'm gonna write the donut shop. Okay, nothing more is there, and I'm gonna go live so we can see how our web page looks like. Okay, this is the heading. After h1 tag we have this paragraph, so we are just gonna copy this paragraph and we are gonna paste it in our p tag. Okay, this is also copied. And after that, if you want line breaks, so you can just add the br tag. Okay, and yeah, let's see how it looks. Okay, it looks like this. Nice. I think it's almost the same. And after that we have this button, so let's make a quick button. So just add button and we are gonna write here order now. Okay, I think yeah, order now. And before doing all the things, we are gonna give the class to heading, so that we can style this in a very well way. And we are gonna give the p tag a class of description, or you can give any name if you want. Okay, and then we have this button, so we'll give the class to btn now, because this is the order now, and we are gonna make two buttons, this one and this one. And let's see how does this look. Okay, this looks nice. And after that we'll add this image, so let's add the image tag img, and we are gonna just add this donut.png. Okay, let's close this. Okay, let's save this and let's see how does this look. Okay, this looks very nice. Now what we have more, we have this nav bar with us. So what we are gonna do is, on the top side we'll just add a nav tag, and inside this we'll give a class to nav bar. Okay, and after that we'll make a unordered list. Okay, let's make an unordered lists, and inside this we'll give list items, alt shift down. We have four options: home, menu, about and book table. We are just making a static design, so home, menu, about and book table. Okay, let's save this and see the result. We have these four unordered lists with us, and let's see what's more in there. We have one more button with us, so what we're gonna do is we'll just make one more button tag, and inside this we'll give a class to top btn, and we'll do a space and we'll write here btn now, so that we can style it. Don't worry right now, I'll explain it afterwards. So let's name this button, like we'll name it order online. So let's save this. Okay, we have two buttons with us, this and this. Now it's the fun part to style them with our styles.css file. Firstly we'll target the heading, and after this heading we'll give let's see what's the, okay, we have this big heading, so I think the font size would be, first we'll give the font size to 160 pixels, I thought. Okay, I think it's nice. And then we are gonna make this font a bit creative like this one. So I've already opened this Google Fonts. Just open the Google Fonts and search this name, and after that just select this and just I'll delete this, and this is the font. So just copy this link and paste this link in your HTML head section. Okay, and after that copy this CSS link and paste this in the CSS file. Let's see. Okay, I think yeah, it's the same. Congratulations. Okay, so after the heading we have this p tag. So we have already named this as description. You know, the class name is description, and we are gonna set the font size to 30 pixels because it's a paragraph, and you know, it should be smaller than the heading. So we have this, and we are gonna set the font family to sans serif. So let's set the font family to sans serif. Let's see the result. Okay, it's nice. And then we have this button tag with us, right? This order now button. So let's target this, or before the button we could target the image tag, I think. So img is the image, and we could set the width to 850 pixels. Let's try this. It should be big, right? Okay, it's much better. And now we'll do the position relative and position absolute. Basically it means what, that if you want to control this image or control this heading anywhere in the body section, so you just need to add the position relative and position absolute. So we'll just move this donut from the left side. So first we'll target our body section, body, and we are gonna set it to position relative, and we are gonna do it to position absolute. And after that, from the right side, we can do for, I think 100 pixels would work. Okay, it's nice. Hopefully, I think, yeah, it's good. Now from the top side, we can do for 50 pixels. Let's try this out. Or 40 pixels, or yeah, 50 pixels. Okay, it's nice. And now we have this button tag. So yeah, let's style this. So let's do BTN now. Okay, and inside this, what we have the background color of the button. So I have this RGB color. You can just take this. I have copied this and I have pasted in here. This is kind of a yellow color. Okay, I think now it's good. And we have this color of, I think, dark slate blue. Let's try this dark slate blue or gray. Let's do this. I think, yeah, this is the thing. And we have no borders in it, so we'll do border equal to 0, border 0. Okay, and then let's try this out. How does this look? Okay, and now we need to increase the padding. So let's increase the padding to 20 pixels. It's nice. And now we'll set the font size to, let's say, 20 pixels. Let's try this out. I think we should increase, so let's do for 22 pixels. Yeah, now it's good. And we'll set the border radius to 100 pixels, so it will be rounded like this. And we want this font weight to be bolder, because it gives a very nice look. So bolder. Okay, now it's nice. Something is missing, I think. No, nothing is missing. So now we'll come to the point. This final point is this nav bar to be look like this. And after that, we'll change the background color to black, or we can just set it right now. So let's set the background color to black, and the color of heading should be white, so it will look nice. And the description would be white smoke, somewhere different, right? Let's see. Okay, this is our final look, and these are the nav bars right now, so we'll change it right now. So let's style the nav bar, and after that we'll set the color to white so we can see it properly. Okay, we can see this. And we'll go to nav bar LI, and we'll do float to left, so all the items would be in the left side. Okay, like this. But now we can see there's little bullets with us, so we can just do list style to none. Okay, so it will be removed automatically. And we can see this, there is no space between these all things, so we can just do margin right to be 18 pixels, so it will be a proper space, I think. Yeah, it's nice. And then we'll change the font family to sans serif again. I think now it's looking very nice. And after that, what we are left with? So we are left with the font size. So let's set the font size now. Font size could be 30 pixels. Let's try this. Okay, I think it's normal right now. And then the main part arrives, which is to set these all things, the button and these all nav bar, to the right side of this web page. Okay, so we'll just do position absolute as we have done this position relative here. So we'll do position absolute, position absolute. So from the right side we can do 300 pixels for the right value. I think it's nice. And from the top or from the bottom, I think we should do 500 pixels. Let's save this. Okay, I think it's good, but when we'll just move this right side, so this will come automatically down. So let's target the top btn, and we'll do position absolute, and after that from the right side I think it would be 100 pixels for the better. Okay, and from the bottom it could be, I think 500 pixels, or I think it would be 490 pixels, because we want this to be in the same line. Okay, I think it's nice. Now the remaining part and the last part is to make the space between these all things. So let's do this by doing margin left to be 60 pixels, I think so. Let's try this. Okay, it's nice. And in this real one we can see the width of the buttons are more, so we can just increase the width by, let's say, width to be 180 pixels for the better. I think it's the same. Yeah, it's looking the same, but we can do the cursor to be pointer, because every time we just do this, so it will be pointed. Okay, so we can do this, but the buttons are not pointing. So in the btn now we can just do it cursor to be pointer. Now everything would be pointed. Hopefully you are clear with it, and yeah, we have completely done with our web page. Congratulations. I'm going to show you that how to make this mini project about toy shop. So basically these projects are for your practice. If you are done with HTML and CSS, then you have to make some projects by your own. So this is a practice video for you. So let's get started. So firstly I'm gonna go to VS Code, and after that I've made two files, index.html and styles.css. And first I'll make a boilerplate in HTML. After that I will give the title to toys shop, and after this I'll link to styles.css. Okay, so we can style our page with different colors. And after that we'll go to body, and firstly I'll make a div and give a class to heading. Okay, and inside this heading I'll write toys shop, and let's put some emojis. There's one. And after giving this heading, we'll study that how our toy shop actually looks like. So this is the look of our toy shop. Basically we are having 6 boxes with us, and there are different toys with us, and this is just amazing. So how to do this? Let me show you. First we'll make a div and we'll name it box1. Okay, and inside this div I'll just write here same boxes. Why we are writing this? Because if we style this same boxes, then all the boxes will be styled automatically. I'll show you afterwards. For now, don't worry. Okay, and inside this div we'll make one more div and we'll name it same things. Okay, after this we have this price. So we'll just make one more div and we'll name it price, and inside this we can write any price. Like the first price is for $15, so we'll write here $15. Okay, after this we'll make one button. Okay, so this is the button, and inside this button we'll give a class to same buttons, because if we style the same buttons, then all the buttons would be styled automatically. For now, please don't worry, and we'll write here buy in all capital letters. Now we will go live and we will see the result. Okay, here is our mini toy shop. This one is the heading, but we'll make it creative. So now we'll go to styles.css and I'll target the heading. Okay, so let's go to heading, and inside this first I'll increase the font size because it is the heading, and we'll give it to 80 pixels. Okay, and after that I'll give the color to light green. Okay, here is our light green, and let's save this. So here is the big font and we have light green. And now we'll give the background color to black as shown here. So let's go to body, let's target the body, and we'll give the background color to simply black. Okay, here is our mini toy shop. So now we need to change the font of this. Okay, so this is the font, and let me show you which font is this. So basically you just need to go to Google Fonts, and after that you need to search your favorite font, whichever font you like. I like this one, so I'll just select this, and here it is selected. After that I'll copy this link and I'll paste it in my index.html inside the head tag, because head tag is made for links. Okay, and after that I'll copy this CSS link and I'll paste it in our heading, so it will be the same. Let's see. Okay, we are perfectly done with our toy shop, and after that we'll set the text align to obviously center. Okay, so here it is centered, and now we'll give a toy to the same things. So let's say I want a teddy bear as shown in our previous page. Okay, here's the teddy bear emoji by Windows plus dot, and let's save this and we'll see the result. So here it's in black color, so we can't see this, but we'll style this. Now we have this same boxes, so now we'll style this, and hopefully you have noticed this, that inside the same boxes we have all the things like price or same things or same buttons, so it will be in a proper way, right? So we'll target this same boxes, and inside the same boxes we'll just set the color to saddle brown, because it gives a very good look. Okay, and now we'll set the background color to light green, okay, as shown in our previous page. Okay, so this is the big box. Set the padding, because we need some space in this, so we'll set the padding to 10 pixels, so it will be a normal one. Okay, it's good. And we'll set the text align to center, so all text will be in the center. Okay, and after that we need to change the font family of this. So you just need to go to Google Fonts and you need to search any font you like. I'm searching one of my favorite font, which is Lobster, and we'll go to this font and we'll delete this, and first I'll just select this font, I'll copy this link and I'll paste it in our head section. Okay, and after that I'll go again, and this is the CSS link, so I'll paste this in my CSS, and let's save this. Okay, here you can see that it's already changed. I think that this teddy bear should be in h1 tag, not in a div, so we'll just change this here. So I'll just do h1, and I'll just change this here. Okay, so this will be closed. Let's save this. Okay, now it's looking somewhere big and it is in this line only. Now the main thing, which is border radius, because it should be much rounded, because it will give a better look. We'll do border radius to, let's say, 15 pixels for a normal one. It's nice. So one thing I've done wrongly, so I'll just copy this font family and I'll just select my same things, so it will be readable for you as well as for me. Okay, now it's perfect, and this is the $15, but I don't want this to be in the same font. Okay, so now what's remaining is the price, so I'll target the price and I'll set the font family to, let's say, sans serif for a normal one. Okay, it's good, and I think it should be bold, so let's do font weight to bold. Okay, here is the font weight, and okay, now it's bold. After that we'll target the same buttons. Okay, here are the same buttons, and now I'll set the font weight to bold. Then we'll set the background color to light pink, so it will give a contrast Okay, here is our light pink, but I think that there should be some border radius too, because it's too sharpened. We'll set it for 5 pixels. I think it's too much, or we'll just set the padding to, let's say, 8 pixels would work. Okay, it's perfect now. Now we are remaining with our box shadow. So this is the box shadow, but we'll not do hover right now. We'll just go to our VS Code and we'll go to same boxes, and after that I'll target here box shadow to 0 pixels for x-axis, 6 pixels for y-axis, and 10 pixels for the blurrity, and we'll choose the color white smoke because it's one of my favorite color. Okay, now it's looking like a box, and after that we'll do cursor to be pointer, so it will be pointed here. See, this is pointing. Now when it comes to price, we can change the font size to, let's say, 20 pixels, or decrease some size. I think we should decrease some size to 18 pixels. Okay, here is the result. Now it's perfect. So we are ready with our boxes, and now we need to make these boxes in a side. So firstly we'll just do position relative, and after that we'll do position absolute, so we can manage this box anywhere in the body. Okay, so this is the box, and we can manage this box anywhere in this body, wherever we want. We can use top, left, right, or bottom. Okay, and now it's time to go to index.html, and we'll copy this box 1, copy this, and we'll paste this below this. After that we'll change the box 1 to box 2. Okay, and after that we'll change this toy also. So let's see what's the toy next. So we have this bullseye, so we'll just do bullseye. Let's see where it is. Okay, here it is, and we'll just do one more space, and we'll change the price to $8. Okay, so here are the $8, and let's save this. Okay, we have one more bullseye. Now let me show you that how it's happening. So here we have same boxes, right, and we have styled these same boxes. Okay, now what will happen, that if I made 100 boxes, then also it will be the same, then also 100 boxes will be styled this way only. Okay, so this is the trick. You can do it, and you can reduce the lines of code also. Okay, now we'll just set this in a proper way, like this one. So first I'll target my box 1, and inside this box 1 I'll do, from the top we can do 130 pixels, because there is a heading also, so make sure you need to have some space between your heading and your box. Okay, and after that we'll target the box 2. Here is the box 2. See, in the index.html we have this box 2, which is the bullseye. So in the box 2, from the top it will be the same 130 pixels. Okay, and after that in the box 1, from the left side we can do 200 pixels, so it will be here. Okay, and here's the bullseye, so we can do, from the left side it should be 450 pixels. Okay, it's nice, I think so. After this bullseye we have, let's see what we have. So we have this basketball with us, so let's make this basketball. Let's copy this, and we'll just paste this into here, and we'll change the box 2 to box 3, and after that we'll change this bullseye to basketball, and we'll put an emoji of the basketball. Let's save this and see the result. Okay, here is the basketball with us, and then we'll target the box 3, and from the top it will be the same 130 pixels, and from the left side it could be, let's say, 600 pixels. Okay, we need to increase the size, so it should be 670 pixels, I think so. Okay, now it's good, it's pretty nice. Now let's see what is next. So there is a ping pong in the next one, so we'll just copy this and we'll paste this here, and this is the box 4, and we'll just write here ping pong, and we'll put an emoji of it. oops, we have not mentioned the price in the basketball also. So what is the price? We have $10 and we have $20 for ping pong. I think it's a bit expensive because it's our store. And here is our ping pong. And now the main thing arrives is to increase from the top. So we'll just target our box 4. So let's target our box 4. And inside this box 4, from the top, we'll not do 130 pixels. We'll increase the 130 pixels to 320 pixels. So let's see. Okay, I think we have this perfect look. And from the left side, we'll do the same as the box 1. We'll copy this and we'll just paste this here. Okay, it's in the same line. I think it should be a bit wider because it's not a perfect fit. So we'll set the width to, let's say, 200 pixels. Let's save this. Okay, it's nice. Or we can set the width to 190 pixels. Okay, now it's perfect. And now we'll go to index.html once again. We'll copy this and we'll paste this here. And we'll just write here box 5. And let's see what's the next one. So we have badminton and cricket in our next one. Okay, let's write here badminton. We'll put an emoji of badminton. And after that, what's the price of badminton? So let's see, it's $9 and cricket is for $13. So we'll write here $9 and we'll save this. And after that, we'll target our box 5. And from the top, it will be same because we need to make it in a line. So this is the top. And from the left side, we could have 450 pixels as the same of the box 2. So it will be in a level. Okay, it's much good. And after that, we have cricket and it's for $13. And we'll copy this, paste this here. And we'll change this box 5 to box 6, which is the last box of our project. And we'll set it to cricket. Let's put an emoji of cricket. And after that, it's for $13. Okay, here we have cricket. And after that, we'll target our last box, which is our box 6. And after that, we'll set the top to 320 pixels once again. And from the left side, let's say 670 pixels. Okay, let's save this. And I think it's not perfect because we need to increase the width of this. So we'll just add the width to 190 pixels as we have done above. I think that in box 5, we can decrease some size. Okay, so it will be in the middle. Okay, now it's perfect, but we need to do this hover effect. And this is the hover effect of the button also. It's a bit lighter. And we have forget one thing, which is to cursor pointer in the buttons. Okay, the last thing, which is to do hover effect. So we'll target the same boxes and we'll do hover. So let's set the background color to light green and we can just change the shade. Okay, I think this should work. So let's save this. So it's okay. And after that, we have box shadow. So when we hover to this box, so we need some box shadow. So let's do 0 pixels for x-axis, 1 pixels for y-axis, and 50 pixels for the blurrity. And we'll do this burly wood. So let's save this. Okay, we have this perfect match, but here it is somewhere transition. So we need to make this transition. So in the same boxes, we'll just write here transition for 1 second, not more than 1 second. Okay, here's the look. So if you want to hover over to buttons, you can also do this. So we can just do same buttons hover, and after that we can set the background color to pink, or you can set to baby purple, whichever you want. So here's the final look, or we can set it to Thistle also. See, this will be the look. Okay, and do this practice in HTML and CSS. This will help you a lot. So today we are going to make our skills project. Basically, this is the static design with HTML and CSS for your practice. These projects are so important for your practice in HTML and CSS. So let's get started. Okay, so first I'm gonna make boilerplate in HTML, and firstly I will give the title to my skills. Okay, now we are going to link to styles.css for connection, and after that I'm gonna make the heading for h1 tag, and I'm gonna write here my skills. Then we are going to make a div, and we are gonna name it main box, and inside this div we are going to make h3 tag. Let's give this h3 tag a class of skills. Okay, and after that I'm gonna do alt shift down. So my first skill is coding, my second skill is thumbnail making. Okay, so you need to mention your skills. My third skill, my fourth skill is video editing, my fifth skill is sketching, my sixth skill is public speaking. Let's write here the next skill is teaching, and then I'll shift down one more time, and the last skill is cooking. So I'm done with my skills, and you need to mention your skills. Okay, so now let's go live. Okay, so we are having this bunch of things with us, and now we are going to style them. So firstly I'm gonna target the body, and inside it I'm gonna mention the background color as black, and let's save this. Okay, we are having the black color. Then I am going to target the main box div so that we will be having a proper box, and let's set the width for 400 pixels, and the height would be, let's say, 460 pixels, because we need to make a bit longer, we don't need to make this square. And now we are going to mention the background color. Just for now we are mentioning white color, after that we'll change it. Okay, we are having this. First of all we'll make these all things in center, so display flex, so that all the things will come in a row. Then we are going to do justify content, and we'll do center. Let's save this. Okay, we are having all the things in center. Okay, so now we are going to do position relative. So basically this will be the parent of main box. If we do position absolute, now we can control the main box in the body wherever we want. So let's do from top, we can have 100 pixels. Let's try this. Okay, it's nice. Now we'll come to the text, like the skills is the class, say text align in center, so all the text will come in center. And then we are going to set the font family. Let's say this one. You can change the font family whichever you like. We are having all the skills, but there is no space with them, so we can do just margin top for, let's say, 30 pixels for a average one. Let's try this. Okay, now we will set the color of the text, let's say light green. Let's save this. Okay, it's much lighter. Now we are going to go with the heading, so this is the h1, and let's set the color of the heading yellow. Okay, then we are going to set the background color of the main box to black, like I have said. We'll change it. Okay, now for the visibility of the main box, we are going to do box shadow. First of all, we are going to do 0 pixels for the x-axis, 0 pixels for the y-axis, and 30 pixels for the blurrity, and we'll choose green yellow color for a neon look. And we are having this, but the corners are so sharp, so we can use border radius to make them a bit curved, so we can use 15 pixels. Okay, now it's looking much nice. And then we are pending with the headings. Let's set the font family the same as we have chosen this, so and we'll paste it in here. Let's see the result. Okay, the heading is much smaller, so we can change the font size to, let's say, 40 pixels. Let's try this. Okay, I think it's perfect. or we can just change the box shadow to 35 pixels for more blurrity. Okay, so we are perfectly done with our skills part. I challenge you to hover over in this, or you can do some animations, or you can make it more creative. I have done this just for your practice. Keep practicing in HTML and CSS, and the JavaScript projects are coming soon, so please wait for them. If you like my video, then share it with your friends and hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.